cut my loss. Going back to 144. No.
Tried.
Gentlemen, on behalf of Principal Mr. Eric Bolin, I want to welcome you to Martinsville High School for Women's Soccer Senior Night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our seniors. First up, wearing number 5 is Hayden Baker. Peyton is the daughter of Rachel and Caleb Baker. Some of Peyton's high school accomplishments include making the All-American cheerleading team, maintaining a 4.1 GPA, and being elected president of the Leo Club. Peyton's favorite memories of soccer include Coach Dilbone making fun of her left-footed shots and the weird conversations on the bus. After high school, Peyton plans on attending college to double major in Spanish and biomedical science and then attending medical school. Peyton would like to thank God, family, and friends for encouraging her to overcome her hardships. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Hayden Baker. Our next senior, wearing number 6, is Sophia Damas. Sophia is the daughter of John and Kathy Damas. Some of Sophia's high school accomplishments include being named captain, being named most improved in 2019, earning the Mental Attitude Award in 2020 for cross country, and becoming the H&R Block Athlete of the Month, and also being a member of National Honor Society. Sophia's favorite memories of soccer include the day she got a yellow card on accident, and when Morgan thought it an appropriate response to spit water in her face, even though she looked like she was about to hit somebody. After high school, Sophia plans on being awesome. Sophia would like to thank Mom, Dad, Coach Jason, her teammates, and her siblings. Ladies and gentlemen, number 6, Sophia Damas. Up next, wearing number 10, is Lauren Leonard. Lauren is the daughter of Mark and Andrea Leonard. Throughout high school, Lauren was elected vice president of Leo Club and a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and Dance Marathon. Lauren's favorite memories of soccer are those Saturday morning practices. After high school, Lauren plans on going to college to study biology in hopes of becoming a doctor. Lauren would like to thank Peyton, Hannah, and Holly for trying something completely new with her, her parents for encouraging her to try a new sport, and also Jason for not giving up on her and helping her get better. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Lauren Leonard. Up next, wearing number 12, is Morgan Schrock. Morgan is the daughter of Brad and Heather. Some of Morgan's high school accomplishments include the most winning senior class, the Max Preps Indiana Athlete of the Week, breaking track school records with Holly and Hannah, and breaking records in the weight room. Morgan's favorite memories of soccer include pre-practice activities with Libby and winning tournaments with her club team. After high school, Morgan also plans on being awesome. Morgan would like to thank all of the coaches throughout the years who never gave up on her. Also, her parents for helping her get such an amazing club career. Ladies and gentlemen, number 12, Morgan Schrock. Up next, wearing number 13, Charlotte Mason. Charlotte is the daughter of Amanda. Some of Charlotte's favorite memories of soccer includes bus rides to away games and preseason training. After high school, Charlotte plans on going to college and becoming possibly a math or chemistry teacher. Charlotte would like to thank Coach Dilbone and Coach B for helping her throughout the season, all of the parents that have helped out over the years, and especially Kurt Pablo for filming the games. Ladies and gentlemen, wearing number 13, Charlotte Mason. Up next, wearing number 7, is Holly Reuter, along with number 17, Hannah Reuter. Holly and Hannah are the daughters of Elizabeth Reuter. Some of Holly's high school accomplishments include becoming vice president of Leo Club and student council, going to state in track, making academic honor roll, getting the coaches award in track, being a record holder for track, and in her 8th grade, and being 8th in her class. Holly's favorite memories of soccer include Saturday practices, bus rides home after wins, taking our senior banner pictures, and the one game her coaches threw her on offense. And she adds, ha ha. After high school, Holly plans on going to college and studying orthodontics and possibly running track. Holly would like to thank her coaches, Jason and Coach B, for helping her so much and being understanding, her teammates for literally showing her how to play soccer, her family for always coming to the games to support her, her sister Hannah and friends Lauren and Peyton for convincing her to join soccer, and finally Kurt Pablo for recording every game. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Holly Reuter. And again, wearing number 17, Hannah Reuter. Some of Hannah's high school accomplishments include student council president, being the secretary of Leo Club, being a member of National Honor Society, a 2-time MHS track and field record holder, and ranked 2nd in her class. Some of her favorite memories include trying to keep up with Sophia on the park trail run and making Holly mad when going one-on-one at practice. After high school, Hannah plans on going to college to study psychology and to run track. Hannah would like to thank Holly, Peyton, and Lauren for convincing her to play soccer without any experience, Coach Jason for being flexible with her schedule, and her brothers, sisters, and mom for supporting her at all the games. Ladies and gentlemen, number 17, Hannah Reuter. And our last senior this evening is number 22, Rory Dilbone. Rory is the daughter of Natalie and Jason Dilbone. Some of Rory's high school accomplishments include being a 4-year varsity soccer starter, a 2-year captain, a 4-year peer tutor, and a member of the student athlete leadership team. Some of Rory's favorite memories of soccer include playing with her sister for 2 years, winning the Hoosier Cup this year, and last year's Prank Wars with the boys team. After high school, Rory plans on attending Franklin College to become a behavioral therapist and to possibly play soccer. Rory would like to thank her parents and grandparents for always supporting her no matter what she did, and her past club soccer coaches for making her a better soccer player. Rory would also like to thank her team for making this a great season. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Rory Dilbone. And ladies and gentlemen, how about another round of applause for all of our seniors tonight?
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
I'm gonna do that.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolfert, president of the IHSAA Foundation. Lots of high school athletes here in Indiana have gone on to become collegiate All-Americans. A few of them have even turned pro. But participating in high school sports has helped virtually every high school athlete become a good American. That's because playing high school sports teaches life lessons like the importance of persistence, teamwork, tenacity, preparation, and hard work. The IHSAA Foundation was created to help high school administrators and coaches become more effective role models and teachers, emphasizing values that will help their players become better athletes, better representatives of their community, and better Americans. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Martinsville ready?
On behalf of Principal Mr. Eric Bolin, we would like to welcome our guests, Whiteland Warriors, to Martinsville High School. Now for the starting lineups for the visiting team. Number 1, Aaliyah Perkins. Number 2, Emma Gill. Number 5, Hallie Ox. Number 9, Sarah Turcott. Number 14, McKinley Garrett. Number 20, Lydia Hernandez. Number 22, Molly Baker. Number 25, Devin Long. Number 26, Alexa Laporte. Number 34, Grace Scudder. And number 37, Kia Warmbier. The Warriors are coached by Nick Magdalenos. And now Artesians, for your starting lineup. Number 0, Annie Beers. Number 3, Maddie Moskrit. Number 6, Sophia Damas. Number 8, Ashlyn Crow. Number 9, Addie Berry. Number 10, Lauren Leonard. Number 13, Charlotte Mason. Number 15, Olivia Phillips. Number 17, Hannah Reuter. Number 22, Rory Dilbone. And number 27, Cassie Berry. The Artesians are coached by Jason Dilbone. At this time, please stand and remove your hats to honor this great nation with the playing of our national anthem. Remember, good sportsmanship is a characteristic that we desire to be exhibited by the members of our athletic teams. We take a proactive stance and encourage good sportsmanship to grow and remain strong for many years to come. We encourage our team players, coaches, and fans to be a good sport during tonight's contest. Please be proud of your team coaches in school while being positive in your support. Please do your part to be a good sport.
Welcome everyone to Martinsville High School for Martinsville Artesian Soccer, a doubleheader here on WREP 15 Sports, the MHS Rewind YouTube channel, and IHSAA TV. I'm Eric Meyer, and two mid-state conference matchups. Girls soccer going at it against the Whiteland Warriors in match number 1. Match number 2 will follow. It'll be on a different stream. Just check out our YouTube channel or IHSA TV. You'll be able to click on it and follow it between the boys. Coming up about 15 minutes after this one as well. It's senior night as Whiteland gets ready to go here.
Red, let's pressure here.
To kick things off at the start. And the officials getting set to go, and we are about set. You heard the starting lineups read earlier by PA announcer Larry Craigie. You saw the senior night recognition earlier by Matt Smith as well, and we are underway here at Martinsville High School. The first of 2, the doubleheader, the girls' game, rained out last night. It was miserable, and the field, I'm sure, was a mess as well. So the game rescheduled here. Whiteland a little bit late getting here today. So they did the senior night as expected, but this game getting started, boy, about 25 minutes later than anticipated. So that boys' game will be under the lights. So it'll be pretty cool here when it gets time to that, too. But first, we've got the girls' matchup and see what the girls can do, playing very well for first-year head coach Jason Dilbone, 6-6 on the campaign. However, they are without their leading goal scorer here for the remainder of the season, unfortunately, as Morgan Schrock went down with a knee injury. If you watch the open here today, you saw in her for the senior night festivities how she came out with a brace on that left knee. So unfortunately for her, her season is over. And Morgan had 17 of the Artesians' 37 goals this season. So that tells you the scoring punch that they are going to miss without her in the lineup. Get a look there at the Whiteland Warriors on the sideline. We moved the camera down low here today to try to give a little bit of a better view for you, and we're trying to adjust here as Martinsville tries to get on the attack here.
Penalty kick for the Artesians.
Penalty kick coming up for the Artesians here. So right away, Martinsville's going to get an opportunity to score. And let's see, this would probably normally be Morgan Schrock, but instead it will be the Artesians' Addie Berry. She's their second leading goal scorer. 8 goals on the season, 7 assists. And so she'll get an opportunity here to try to put it in the back of the net and hopefully give the Artesians the lead here against Whiteland. Here we go. No, right at the goalie, and the goalkeeper able to make a stop. Huge stop for McKinley Garrett, the junior for the Whiteland Warriors, and holds the Artesians scoreless. Like he doesn't have. You don't have to go up and do that.
Need one? No, hey, that's got to be our win there. Okay, good. Mark up, mark up.
Yeah, ref.
Hold on, somebody's hurt. Stop the clock, please. Coach, come on. You too. Ella.
It's already straight. Yes.
Get there, mark up. Yeah. Yeah, Scarlett, stay with it. Hey, 100%.
There you go. And that's probably good about right there. Good. Have
Good recovery.
Devin get in on it.
Just communicate, Red.
See Annie Beers with the stop there. Annie, the goalie, has come on as a junior here a couple of games into the season to play goalie and has done quite well for Martinsville. Head coach Jason Dilbone, his first year, 6-6 for Martinsville, have done really well. After dropping their first 4 games, they've won 6 out of their last 8. The Artesians have, including a win in the Hoosier Cup in their pool play. So they were able to win the Hoosier Cup there, that pool play for them, and a nice job for that team, the first time they've ever done that. So congratulations to them. They started out the season with, like we said, the 4 losses, just kind of getting used to a new coach with Mooresville, Bloomington North, Plainfield, and Terre Haute South. Then they got a big win over Greenwood here. We had that for you on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel, 8-3 the victory. Morgan Schrock, I believe, 4 goals in that one. And then they got a 7-0 win in the Hoosier Cup over West Vigo, a 6-0 win in the Hoosier Cup over Richmond to win their pool play. And then they have the cross-pool play where they battled East Central and fell to East Central in that one, the Trojans. But then they came back with a win over Decatur Central, lost to Franklin Community 5-1. And Coach Dilbone didn't feel they played great in that contest, should have been a lot closer than it was. And then they got a win over Edgewood and Perry Meridian, and trying to get one here tonight over Whiteland, but missed a big opportunity early on, had the penalty kick, and weren't able to get it in the back of the net, and maybe that's where they're missing Morgan Schrock. Morgan, the leading goal scorer coming in, 17 goals on the season to lead the way. 17 of the Artesians' 37 goals has been scored off of Morgan Schrock's foot. So her not in the lineup, obviously going to be a big loss for the Artesians. And not only had Morgan scored 17 goals for Martinsville this season, but also 7 assists.
Offsides, Artesians.
You got a battler for it. You got a battler. Good. Get back. Get back and reset.
Devin's going to have to get up and follow a little bit more because, and maybe be zoomed out so we can get his camera fixed. Big goal there by the Artesians. I believe, I'm trying to get the number here for Martinsville. And I believe the goal comes off the right foot of Olivia Phillips, which would have been her second of the
goal
season.
By number 15, Olivia Phillips.
We're okay. Right? Make sure you try.
So we're back going here. Martinsville, we'll get the time right here in a second. So the Artesians strike first, Olivia Phillips with her second goal of the season. The outside midfielder now gives Martinsville the 1-0 lead over Whiteland.
Pace on your passes, ladies. More pace. Come on, Sarah, get to that.
Scarlett, move forward. Got the middle. Now go. Now go. Back to her. Worried, but stay on. Hey, we have 5 midfielders. None of you guys are back. Take that space. Take the space. Not a one. Everybody's going. Now back in the middle.
Corner kick for the Artesians.
on, Sarah, run. Yeah, you got to move before she can find it. There you go. Go. Emma, go. Take off. Get back.
You're okay. Hey, Rory and Eliza switch. You go play attacking. Play defensively. Eliza, drop back.
Here we go.
You got it, ready?
Get in there. That's okay. That's okay. Good work. Red, win this.
First two, White. Fight for it.
Yes, Eliza. Good job. That's okay.
Hey, Emma, push Sarah up and you play where Sarah's at. Switch
good
places.
job. Yes, good ball. Now push it. Now follow Rory.
Yeah, come on. Run.
You're good, you're good.
Pressure, yeah. Good, Lauren. Good ball. Emma's not wrong there. Yeah, now look up. Come on, guys. Come on. Good stuff. Way to go, Hallie. Hallie is hot. You need one? Go quickly! Cover!
Go, Charlotte, all the way! Take it in!
Hey, Lydia! Lydia!
Girls out in front here, 1-0 over the Whiteland Warriors, and you're getting an up-close and personal listen into the communication of the coaches and probably some of my instruction as well to some of our students, trying to get them first time out here late in the season to practice. It's tough. Like we said, it's tough to be able to do, and then you have some equipment issues at times where things happen, and so trying to get the kids to be able to, we can't simulate in this in class, and trying to get them to understand that there's more to operating it than just being, oh, it's a tripod, I got it. It's kind of hard sometimes, some of these kids with doing that. So it takes them a little bit to get going, but they're doing a good job of trying to communicate and get going. But Martinsville up 1-0. A goal for Olivia Phillips, her second of the season. It's the first of two doubleheader here on WREP 15 Sports, the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. After this one, we will stop this stream and then kick up the boys' stream as they battle Whiteland. Warriors have already stopped one goal on a penalty kick early in the match, and that was a big stop for the goalkeeper there for the Warriors, McKinley Garrett. But several minutes later, Olivia Phillips was able to find the back of the net and put Martinsville out in front 1-0. Second goal of the campaign. Martinsville has won 6 of their last 8 matches. That win streak started here at Martinsville High School in a mid-state conference matchup against the Greenwood Woodmen several weeks ago. An 8-3 victory, the first of the season for Martinsville. And the first of the career for the head coach. Artesians, after that victory over Greenwood, had a win over West Vigo and Richmond to win their pool at the Hoosier Cup. First time they've ever done that. Dropped to East Central at the Hoosier Cup in that crossover game. Trojans out of St. Leon, Indiana, over there by Batesville and Cincinnati. Then got a win, Mid-State Conference win over Decatur Central before falling to Franklin Community in a matchup last week that Coach Dilbone said the team didn't really play that great in. Thought it should be a closer matchup, but Franklin came away with the win. But then Martinsville the next day goes to Edgewood, gets the win. This week got a victory at home here, 6-0 over the Parameridian Falcons. And then after tonight's matchup, they have Danville on Saturday, Bloomington South. That'll be a tough matchup on Monday down at Bloomington South against one of the top teams in the state and the country. And then they'll wrap it up on Wednesday. Another boy-girl doubleheader at Monrovia as they battle the Bulldogs. Senior night here. That's Rory Dilbone, the Artesian senior. Outside mid, 3 goals, 8 assists on the season for her dad's squad. Martinsville in the penalty area trying to get a touch on it. Couldn't quite do it. That was Addie Berry, the second leading goal scorer, with 8 goals and 7 assists. So the goalie for Whiteland getting some work here in the early going, McKinley Garrett. And then we're going to see a good one in goal for Whiteland in the boys matchup as well as they battle the Artesians. Nolan Ferguson, he's set the school record for shutouts, also for saves as well. So he's been starting since his freshman year, so it'll be tough go for the Artesians and Willie Spina in the second match here. In goal for the Artesians, Annie Beers becoming a lot more comfortable as well in goal. Came on a couple of games into the season and has played well for Martinsville. I believe that first game was against Greenwood. Both these squads have had some COVID issues that they've had to deal with. Charlotte Mason trying to run on it, and the left-footed shot almost finds the back of the net, just over top of the goalpost there by Charlotte Mason. And Charlotte, another senior, that left foot strong, 5 goals, 2 assists for Charlotte, but missed her running mate up front that time, the normal striker for the Artesians, which is Morgan Schrock. If you're just joining us, Morgan not playing today and is done for the rest of the season. 17 goals leading the team coming in, 17 of their 37 goals, so they're obviously going to miss her as they come toward tournament time. Also, Morgan running cross country as well as several of these girls are. that they play soccer and do cross country, and you'll see that in the boys match as well. Martin Barco also runs cross country. He's actually the top runner for the boys cross country team, and one of the better players, very technical, probably the best technical player for head coach Willie Spina as well. So Coach Dilbone knows had to move Addie Berry up to that spot that Morgan Schrock was playing, but Berry, the second leading goal scorer, very aggressive, and they'll try to even up her aggressiveness even more. Morgan lost for the rest of the season, like we said, hurt her knee against Perry Meridian. And the coach saying they're going to have to replace her scoring and aggressiveness. Obviously, like we said, the scoring with her leading the way with 17 of their 37 goals. And was looking for more offense out of Olivia Phillips. Well, he got it here today with the lone goal, and Charlotte Mason and Rory, his daughter, as well. And you saw Charlotte push up, have a good strike from in the penalty area, and they're going to get a foul there. I believe they let them continue and play on. Now they'll get a stoppage and play. It'll be Martinsville just outside the penalty area. I believe it'll be Addie Berry that was fouled, so she'll get a chance here to get a shot at there. Look there at Charlotte Mason. We moved our camera down low here today. We got Devin Brenner running it. He came from football practice, and so he's just getting used to it down there as well. And
free kick for the Artesians.
Got a girl right in front of him, so. Look there, and Charlotte can score from right here. So she goes to strike it. We'll switch it to the wide shot and see if she can get it in the back of the net. And it takes a bad bounce over the goalkeeper, but it'll be a corner kick for the Artesians. Boy, that almost went in. And that would have been a tough goal by McKinley Garrett. But she goes down to try to make the stop on a low shot by Mason. And the ball takes an awkward bounce, hits off of her and rolls up over top of the goalpost. So now the Artesians will get Rory Dilbone to put it into play there. There's her father, head coach Jason, cheering her on. Rory getting ready to go with the left foot, I believe. Here we go. And into the penalty area. Mason gets a touch on it, but it's cleared by Whiteland. The Artesians, Olivia Phillips, still has control of it. And the Whiteland Warrior goalkeeper, McKinley Garrett, right there to secure it. Talked with head coach Nick Magdalenas as well prior to the contest. I emailed with him and asked him about his thoughts on the Artesians. And he said, you know, every team and game in the Mid-State's competitive, so he expected the same from this one. He's gotten it, and said his team needs to execute and not turn the ball over to be successful here against the Artesians. So Artesians goalkeeper Annie Beers has also been up to the task. Got Annie in class, and she does a nice job and has done a nice job in goal as well. And she'll actually be, Annie will be running the camera here in the boys game after this one. So she's got a long night ahead of her, and hopefully it'll be a happy night with a win. And right now Martinsville is winning 1-0 over the Whiteland Warriors. And Whiteland in those white jerseys and the orange numbers. And, you know, most people think of the Whiteland Ball Club, you think of the blue and white, but they do have some orange in their colors as well, and you'll see them occasionally pull that out as they've done on these uniforms, or I think they call them, what, kits in the lingo of the soccer world. So, but you see a little bit of the orange there for the Whiteland Warriors. This is Whiteland week, like it was a couple of weeks ago when it was Franklin week last week, and then Greenwood week the week before. The athletic directors trying to get together and have all those mid-state games and the various sports played during the same week, and so it's kind of cool. We had a few weeks ago the Greenwood week, and it was a very successful week for all the Artesian Athletic live streams, as we had volleyball, boys and girls, soccer, and football, and won every single one of those. Last week it was Franklin week and had the football game, and Martinsville got a homecoming victory there. And then this week it's been Whiteland week, and so you had the Whiteland volleyball match won easily by the girls team that's playing really well for Coach Kayla Back. And then hopefully here tonight we'll get a couple of wins on girls and boys soccer. Tomorrow night it will be on the road at Whiteland. That's kind of the little bit of the odd one here in the Whiteland week. The football game will be at Whiteland. And I believe that their television program there will be covering that match as well. So we won't have it, but the Whiteland Sports Beat Network, what they call it, should have it on IHSA TV. Now, I don't know if it'll be free or not, but we'll wait and see. And our contest, we like to have free to view, but you know, we don't control what the other ones are. I think it will be free to view, though, if it is indeed being covered by them. If you can't get it out there, go see what's happening. Right here, soccer match being led by the Artesians. And really, Martinsville's controlled a lot of the pace of play with their midfield and in the offense. Andy Beers has had a couple of saves back there as the goalie. The defense doing a great job, as they've really done all season back in the back. Maddie Mosgrip, the sophomore. Sophia Damas, you just got a look at her moments ago, the senior. Also Hannah Reuter, a senior. And then in the back for the Artesians as well was Lauren Leonard. The center mids for the Artesians have been Charlotte Mason and Cassie Berry. The outside mids, Olivia Phillips and Rory Dilbone. The attacking mid, Ashlyn Crow, and then the striker, Addie Berry for the Artesians, and Coach Dilbone's 4-3-3 lineup that he employs. The Warriors, though, with control of it right now. Emma Gill, according to their coach, the best athlete on their team, but he's also very high on their leading scorer, Sarah Turcott, the forward. And also had good things to say about Alexa Laporte, just a freshman midfielder that's played well, but not a lot going on for Whiteland offensively here today. Martinsville has done a nice job controlling the pace of play, even without their leading goal scorer, Morgan Schrock. So they've stepped up here on senior night and done a nice job thus far, leading 1-0. But a corner kick now for Whiteland, hanging out there in the penalty area. Martinsville trying to clear it. Sophia Damas, physical back there, battling with Emma Gill. Martinsville still trying to clear it. You see Whiteland bringing some physicality to the game, and Charlotte Mason dropping back from her outside mid, trying to go up now to the striker, Addie Berry. This is where you would normally get Morgan Schrock, but Addie very technical as well.
I believe a handball was called in the box. Penalty
Rory
kick,
Dilbone, and the
Artesian.
Artesians are going to get another penalty kick. Wow. This will be the second of their match. Let's see, I think Rory's going to take this one. It was Addie Berry the first time. And Rory Dilbone makes good on that particular goal. So the Artesians get the score. Dilbone with the
Artesian goal scored by 22, Rory Dilbone.
See a little look there at Rory Dilbone. We'll get the clock set here in a second. That was Rory's 4th goal of the season. Has 8 assists coming in. Martinsville's 2nd penalty kick of the night. So that's pretty good when you can get a couple penalty kicks on senior night. Get a couple penalty kicks in the senior that time, put it in the back of the net. Artesians missed the first one. Didn't miss that one, though. They lead it 2-0.
Good job, Sela. Good job, Sela. Great job. Come on. You're ready.
Sophia Damas puts a boot into it.
Get there, Addie. Yes, good hustle.
Addie Berry comes up with it and trying to go to Olivia Phillips now for the Artesians. Like we said, Martinsville has really controlled pace of play in this one. A lot of the action happening in their offensive half and offensive third. And not a lot of chances for Whiteland. Artesians looking to go to 7-6 on the campaign if they could get the victory here tonight with several matches remaining. Danville, Bloomington South, and Monrovia. So it'd be awesome if you can finish above 500 or at least at 500 as the Artesians would be heading towards tournament time coming up. They're going to have a tough go of it, though. Danville, a good squad, as is Bloomington South. So not only one of the best teams in the state, but in the country as well, with a ton of weapons. So that'll be a challenge for Martinsville, but I'm sure they'll be up for it under the first-year head coach, Jason Dilbone. But they're playing really well. Like we said, they won their first game of the season 5 matches in. They dropped their first 4 and kind of had started to find their way against Terre Haute South a little bit after playing some really tough opponents to start the season. Got a big win over Greenwood 8-3, and then kind of the floodgates open from there. They won the Hoosier Cups for them in their pool play. It was the first time they've ever done that, and then just continued to win. They've played really well in their last 8 matches, according to Coach Dilbone. 6-2 in those matches. A lot of that done by a very, very strong defense, and Annie Beers has done fantastic in goal. She's never played goalie before, but said she's not afraid of the ball, so that's why they stuck her back there, and she's done a great job as well. So, and like I said, we've got her in class, and I give candy to the kids occasionally to try to motivate them to do stuff and those kind of things, and she likes the Lemonheads candy, is like a lot of kids do. But yeah, I can toss it to her and she'll catch it. Does a very good job. I got a lot of kids that I throw them, and I don't throw it very well, but they don't catch it either. But so I figured she would be okay in goal if she can catch my errant tosses of the Lemonhead candy, and she's done a great job this season as well in goal once she's been inserted. I believe it was our first match of the year against Greenwood when she was inserted in goal, and did a great job in that one. Martinsville's 8-3 win, 4 goals from Morgan Schrock in that, and Artesians just rolled to the victory. Addie Berry had a couple of goals as well, and that really got them going, and they played with a ton of confidence since then. So kudos to head coach Jason Dilbone and his squad. He's really got them playing well here, and playing well against Coach Nick Magdalenos and the Whiteland Warriors in this one too, really controlling pace of play as they are up 2-0 here. Couple of penalty kicks for the Artesians. They missed the first one, but hit the second one, that by Rory Dilbone a couple of minutes ago. And then prior to that, Olivia Phillips with her 2nd goal of the season. It was Rory's 4th, and there's Annie again to put the boot into it and kick it away. Collision there in the midfield with the Artesians and Emma Green. So now Emma Green back with it. And the Warriors get a takeaway. Still in the midfield 2-0 Artesian lead. The boys match will follow here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel, and it will be under another link. So if you're tuning in watching this one, stay around for the boys match. You'll just have to switch if you're watching IHSA TV or the YouTube channel as well to be able to get it. And we'll have new crew coming in here for that one. So the kids not having to do double duty tonight. That's just myself and Mr. Craigie having to do double duty tonight. And you see the nothing like a practice for the camera people. So once they get used to it a little bit and they calm down and let things just kind of come to them, they're doing a better job at it. So, but that's just part of the learning experience. So hopefully we can still bring enough to you. You can see what's going on as the kids learn as well from this. Because like we said, it's we can't simulate this in class. I've tried to see if the teachers would be good with us just having the sports teams out here about a couple weeks in a row to let us just practice taping, but nobody's really gone for that yet. So, and they probably won't. Charlotte Mason outside, stopped by the goalie. She will hunt it away here in just a second. Sela Wolf there in the midfield. Olivia Phillips controls it. Misses Addie Berry there, but continuing to go. So Phillips and the Berry sisters, freshmen, have been great contributors to Coach Dilbone's squad this year. And we said, if you're just joining us, Morgan Schrock out, the Artesians' leading goal scorer with 17 goals coming in. 17 of the Artesians' 37 coming in. Out injured her knee against Perry and is more than likely done for the season. So they've had to replace her scoring and really thought that Olivia Phillips and Addie Berry would have to step up. And guess what? Olivia Phillips had goal number 1, and Addie's had a couple of touches as well with a couple of attacks that have been nice. So the Artesians getting what they need out of the players to step up for Coach Dilbone. So we're under a minute to go. We'll get the countdown here in about 40 seconds. Emma Green with it. No, Martinsville just doesn't want to turn it over here and give the Warriors any chances. They've got control in the midfield. So that was Cassie Berry trying to keep control of it. Now up ahead to Addie Berry. Down under 30 seconds. Maybe Martinsville can get another attack. Addie Berry pretty technical with it, but Whiteland really playing back defensively. And so Martinsville hadn't had a ton of chances here, but see that go off of Rory, and it'll be a throw in here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And well, that's going to do it. Our clock just a little bit off here, so we will take a break here. And we'll come back here with a get a look there at Morgan Schrock and the injury to her.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Don't do that.
Hi, I'm Matt Wolfert, president of the IHSAA Foundation. Lots of high school athletes here in Indiana have gone on to become collegiate All-Americans. A few of them have even turned pro. But participating in high school sports has helped virtually every high school athlete become a good American. That's because playing high school sports teaches life lessons like the importance of persistence, teamwork, tenacity, preparation, and hard work. The IHSAA Foundation was created to help high school administrators and coaches become more effective role models and teachers, emphasizing values that will help their players become better athletes, better representatives of their community, and better Americans. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
Back here at the half, Martinsville out in front of the Whiteland Warriors. 2-0 the score. Artesians actually have had 2 penalty kicks here, but they missed the first one early in the contest. Hattie Berry had a shot at it, but it was stopped by McKinley Garrett, the Whiteland Warrior goalkeeper. But several minutes later, the Artesians got a goal from the freshman Olivia Phillips to go up 1-0. And then later in the first half, the Artesians able to get another penalty kick. This time, the senior Rory Dilbone able to put it into the back of the net. And the Artesians lead it 2-0 here at the half. It's senior night for Martinsville, and if you tuned in, you saw at the beginning that they honored the Artesian seniors here on senior night, and several of them, Hayden Baker, Sophia Damas, Holly Reuter, Lauren Leonard, Morgan Schrock, Charlotte Mason, Hannah Reuter, and Rory Dilbone. So those were the seniors honored here this evening. Prior to the match, this match originally scheduled for last night here at Martinsville High School, but with the rain, they postponed it till tonight so they could get it in, and it's turned out to be a beautiful day here at Martinsville High School. The pitch in pretty good shape as well. So we saw Shad and Super Ron out here prior to the match this afternoon, getting things ready to go. And as always, they do a fantastic job doing that. The field's in good shape and needs to be, because there will be 2 varsity matches here today. After this match, it will be the boys, who were originally scheduled to play at 6 o'clock against Whiteland. Well, that game's going to get moved back. It was supposed to start about 7:15, but that's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to be a little bit closer to 7:30, 7:45-esque. So we'll be under the lights here at Martinsville High School for a unique look at Artesian soccer. They don't always throw the lights on here, but we'll get a chance to see if they work still here in this one, in the evening matchup between Martinsville and the Whiteland Warriors. So we've still got a couple of minutes before we get set to go in the second half. We're going to take another break here with Martinsville leading in this girls soccer mid-state conference matchup over the Whiteland Warriors 2-0. You're watching Martinsville girls soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Don't do that.
I'm Matt Wolfert, president of the IHSAA Foundation. Lots of high school athletes here in Indiana have gone on to become collegiate All-Americans. A few of them have even turned pro. But participating in high school sports has helped virtually every high school athlete become a good American. That's because playing high school sports teaches life lessons like the importance of persistence, teamwork, tenacity, preparation, and hard work. The IHSAA Foundation was created to help high school administrators and coaches become more effective role models and teachers, emphasizing values that will help their players become better athletes, better representatives of their community, and better Americans. To learn more or to make a tax-deductible contribution, go to ihsaafoundation.org. You'll not only be contributing to the foundation of the IHSAA, you'll be contributing to the foundation of our community.
So we're back here at the half, Martinsville and Whiteland. Still about 3 minutes before we start the second half of play. First half really dominated by the Artesians, 2-0. They had a couple of penalty kicks, able to hit one of those. They missed the first one, but Rory Dilbone late in that first half of play hit the second one. Her fourth goal of the season, and that came after she after the Artesians had a goal earlier by Olivia Phillips. So Martinsville up 2-0. We said still got about 3 minutes at the half in this one before we get going with the second half of play. And then the boys game will follow here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. You just have to click on a new link. We'll have the senior night festivities, I think, right at the end of the contest here with the Whiteland girls, and then we will probably have about a 10 or 15 minute warm-up. But Whiteland late getting here, bus issues, and then the traffic obviously on what is now, I guess, I-69 was not very good. Maybe they could have called Mr. Craigie to find out how he gets home every day, and could have gotten here maybe a little bit quicker, but that's okay. That just makes you appreciate, as a broadcaster, our transportation department, because we always seem to be on time places, and we seem to be waiting an awful lot for other people. So kudos out there to shout out to our transportation department and Dennis Mills and our athletic directors and getting everything going. I know there's a lot of stuff out of control and everything, and I get that. So, but it's going to be a long night here for myself and Mr. Craig, but we enjoy it. We'll be here doing the both of the games and have them for you here once we get ready to go. So we're about a minute away. We're going to take a quick break here, come back with the start of the second half. You're watching Martinsville Girls Soccer on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel.
High school football fans, welcome back to Friday nights, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school football.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back!
This is Friday night. This is Indiana high school football. This is your IHSAA.
Do that.
And we're back here getting set to start this second half of play. Martins will have possession of it to start things off over the Whiteland Warriors, leading 2-0. Martinsville rolling back out there with that starting unit. Annie Beers in goal. She's done a great job defensively. Maddie Moscrip, Sophia Damas, Lauren Leonard, and Hannah Reuter, who started the game for the Artesians. Those players still out there. And then the midfielders for the Artesians, the outside mids, Olivia Phillips and Rory Dilbone. And both those outside midfielders have scored goals here today. Center mids, Charlotte Mason, who's had a couple of good chances on goal, and Cassie Berry. And then the attacking mid, Ashlyn Crow, along with the striker, Addie Berry. So we'll see how Coach Dilbone plays it here with the 2-0 lead and see if maybe Whiteland and Coach Nick Magdalenos is a little bit more aggressive in this match, or in this half, we should say. And you heard him say go to goal right away. That's Emma Gill, the sophomore forward that says is the best athlete on their club. But Martinsville's done a nice job really limiting their touches. But right now I can see that Whiteland has pushed up a lot more into the Artesians part of the field. So they've brought everybody up here into the their attacking half of the field. So that's a change here just initially. As you see, Sarah Turcott, the leading scorer for the Warriors, puts that into the penalty area, and Sophia Damas trying to clear it. Slips a little bit, it goes out, and so it's going to be a corner kick. So a good chance forthcoming here in the first couple of minutes for the Warriors, who trail at 2-0. They'll leave one person basically back. So we'll see if Martinsville can maybe defend or get a quick counterattack against Whiteland that's pushed things up a little bit here. Turcott at the corner. To the penalty area. Martinsville trying to clear it. So here's we talked about the counterattack, and Addie Berry made a little bit of a hard charge to come back and maybe put herself just a little bit out of position there, but that's what they'll want to try to get. She's very technically sound and good with the ball, so that counterattack could be good for her. Here come the Artesians. Let's see what they can do. Trying to get it to Rory Dilbone. Still in the middle. Cassie Berry. The left foot trying to get it through to her sister Addie, and she's on it. The goalie, though, comes off her line and picks it up. McKinley Garrett. She's done a nice job in goal. She had a stop on a penalty kick at the beginning of the contest and has made a couple other stops, but that's an aggressive play right there from her goal line, not letting the Artesians, Addie Berry, get a touch on it. So, you know, limit shots on goal by coming out and making those aggressive plays there. Maddie Moskrip, aggressive, trying to get it away from Gill, but Gill maintains possession of it. But again, that Artesian defense right there. But it looks like Sophia Damas may have come up limping a little bit. They already lost one player in Morgan Schrock. She went down in the Parameridian contest, and the Artesians' leading goal scorer coming in with 17 of the Artesians' 37 goals, and she's done for the season. But Martinsville has done well in this one. Rory Dilbone on that left side, the outside mid, and it will go out there as the Artesians will have it, the throw in. It's senior night. Rory, one of the Artesian seniors. 8 seniors from Martinsville. Honored prior to the contest, and we'll see the same thing happen prior to the boys match, which will follow here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. You'll just have to click on the new link. Olivia Phillips, a freshman, showing some technical skill as well, and if somebody could get in front of the goal, they would have had a great shot. That was a fantastic cross, just sitting there for somebody to take a shot at it, and a little late run by Rory Dilbone, and the left foot from Dilbone goes over the crossbar. Rory had her 4th goal of the season on a penalty kick late in the first half of play to give Martinsville that 2-0 lead. Well, here comes Maddie Mosgrip, and then Annie Beers will come off of her line to corral it. Like we said, Annie came on against the Greenwood Woodmen and has done a great job in goal this season for the Artesians. Martinsville's defense has also done a strong job behind her. That shot from way outside and a good strike. And Coach Nick Magdalenas likes that attack and that aggressiveness out of his ball club.
Hat on our hat and let's get this.
So Annie mishits the goal kick but comes up with it.
Come on. Hey, stop screwing around.
Getting we said up close and personal listen to some of the coaching by both coaches here today. And we'll get that too in the match with the Artesians and Willie Spina, the boys here to follow. Coach Dilbone, like we've said he's done a great job with this program here his first year, coaching his daughter. That it's not easy to coach your kid, especially I'm sure at the high school level. And we've got a couple of people that are doing that. So that's a tough thing to do at any level, let alone the high school level when it's the stakes are so much higher. But Jason's done a fantastic job here this season. They lost their opening 4 matches, and then they've won 6 of their last 8. They sit at 6-6 to the Artesians. They won their pool in the Hoosier Cup. First time they've ever done that. So just a fantastic job by Coach Dilbone in his first year, and they've got the lead here over Whiteland 2-0 and really controlled this one. And they're doing it without their leading goal scorer. And it's not like they're missing someone that doesn't contribute much. Morgan had 17 of the Artesians' 27 or 37 goals coming in. So they're missing a great deal, nearly half their scoring coming in, and they haven't missed a beat here today. They played really well against a Whiteland squad that can be good at times and has played some teams tough throughout the year. And when you look at some of these scores and compare them, both teams losing to Plainfield, both teams beating Greenwood rather handily, Decatur, Martinsville beating Decatur, Whiteland losing in a close one, both teams losing to Franklin by the same scores. Martinsville with a big-time win over Perry, where Whiteland also getting a win over Perry. So lots of similar scores with similar opponents, but Martinsville really has controlled this match here today. They've controlled the offensive end. They've controlled the action. They've really limited the chances by Whiteland, and when Martinsville's gotten their chances, haven't been a ton, but when they've gotten them, they've made the most of them. The defense has been strong. That back line with Maddie Mosgrip and for the Artesians, along with Sophia Damas, and then also in that back line for Martinsville has been Hannah Reuter and Lauren Leonard. Those girls done a great job back there in defense. And then Olivia Phillips, Coach Dilbone said she's going to have to step up in the absence of Morgan Schrock, and she did. She had the first goal for the Artesians, and we've seen her technically do some really good things in this match as well. So the throw-in coming from Hannah Reuter. And Hannah, when they were reading off her accomplishments for her senior night and a lot of track accomplishments, is just a fantastic athlete. And Morgan Schrock, also a fantastic athlete as well, and a track standout for the Artesians, a senior, and sad to see her lost for the season with that knee injury that she suffered against Perry on Monday in the Artesians' victory. So tough to see that happen, and a lot of good athletes out here on the pitch for Coach Dilbone, and he's made the most of those as well. But a good group of seniors, 8 of them, his daughter included in that. She's got a goal here tonight, her 4th of the season. Leads the team in assists coming in, so it's been a good team effort for the Artesians here in this one. And again, Martinsville looking for some counterattacks here. Go all the way to the outside to Phillips on that outside mid and trying to get it to the striker, Barry. Addy with it now from the right side, gets a good swing on it, but again, right there in goal, McKinley Garrett. She's done a nice job not giving Martinsville many chances. Really been the victim of a couple of penalty kicks that she actually stopped one. And then Olivia Phillips' first goal as well. Martinsville coming up, and again, Sophia Damas had a collision there. So here's Turcotte. She's the leading scorer for Whiteland, but Martinsville doing a nice job. Maddie Moscrip marking her and not giving her a chance. So Annie Beers trying to kick that out and clear it. Warriors trying to split a couple of Artesians, not successful. Cassie Berry trying to get it ahead to her sister Addie, and she flicks it on to Olivia Phillips. See if they can play a little two-man game here. Phillips into the penalty area, chips it up, and I don't know if she got it off of a Warrior or not. I don't think she did. It'll be a goal kick. So a couple of freshmen out there, 3 of them, Addie and Cassie Berry along with Olivia Phillips, have done a really nice job, and they're at all 3 levels there. Addie up front playing that striker position, and then you've got Olivia Phillips on that outside mid, and then back also in the midfield as well. For the Artesian center mid has been Cassie Berry, but she's dropped back a lot on defense as well, but has the possession right now and up ahead to Charlotte Mason. Charlotte with that left foot over to Rory Dilbone. Nice ball into the middle, and a great chance there by Ashlyn Crow. Just puts it wide left of the crossbar, or of the post, and Rory Dilbone did a nice job of crossing that in there for the Artesians. Garrett kind of stuck back on her line, but Crow couldn't finish it. So another good chance for Martinsville, and they've had most of the chances. Comes a counterattack, and DeMoss will just flick it on over here to Reuter. Reuter up ahead now to Phillips. And the Artesians have done a nice job here. Connecting. Keeping possession. Turcotte. Over now to Gill for the Warriors. And Martinsville right there. These are the 2 players that Coach Dilbone knew that they were going to have to pay attention to. And they've done that. All right, so what do we got here? It looks like we're going to have a penalty on the Artesians, so it's going to be a penalty kick for the Warriors. So with 26 minutes, they're going to put
ball in the box. Penalty kick,
Sarah
Warriors.
Turcotte here. Turcotte will put it into the right side of the net, and all of a sudden now it's a 2-1 score. Sarah Turcotte, the leading scorer, the senior for the Warriors. They've gotten it to within 1, 2-1.
Goal for Whiteland, number 9, Sarah Turcotte.
Hey, come on, we got to keep going now.
So does this energize the Warriors? Turcotte taken down, and Whiteland a little bit more aggressiveness now. Can Martinsville respond? Gill has it taken away by Damas, but the Warriors pressing forward a little bit more. We talked about that at the start here of the second half, that they were going to press forward a little bit more in the attack and try to find Turcotte. She turns, fires, but right at Annie Beers, who does a nice job to save it. And now we'll punt it away. Nice shot by Turcotte, but even better save by the Artesians Beers. So the Artesians will have the kick coming up. So Sophia Damas up ahead.
Get there, Sarah, get there.
You got her all the way.
Watch the push. Emma, go. Emma, run.
Here.
Good job, girls. Good.
The Warriors getting ready to throw it in there. See the Artesian sideline, Coach Dilbone. Morgan Schrock, the leading goal scorer, not playing here today. And done for the rest of the season. A knee injury. She injured it against Perry Meridian. So that's 17 goals out of your lineup that you're missing. Tough to replace. But here today, Martinsville's done a nice job. They're up 2-1 to over Whiteland, 24 minutes left. So we don't want to say the dreaded overtime word, but I went ahead and said it anyway. That's the one thing that you obviously want to avoid if you're a broadcaster, PA announcer, and an athletic director. Hearing this is the extra time, because you're already tied on the games and you've got another one still to play. So sure, the Artesians girls will be good here and hopefully increase that 2-1 lead if they get some shots here. But up 2-1, and you can see, though, that the energy level on the attack by Whiteland much greater now after they've gotten to within one goal on that penalty kick. It's the third penalty kick of the evening thus far. Martinsville had 2 and 1 for Whiteland. Nice come out of the box by McKinley Garrett. She came forward to try to get that, and then Olivia Phillips was making a good run on it, but couldn't quite get to it in time. But it will be a corner kick for the Artesians. So it'll be Rory Dilbone going to get a corner kick. And we'll get a corner kick coming for the Artesians. This is really difficult. Into the sun here. We apologize. We just can't do anything about it. Try to do our best. Ball settling in the penalty area, and Warriors finally cleared a little bit. Martinsville pressing forward. Maddie Moscrip came up a little bit.
Settle, man on.
Let's make it a sprint now. Let's make it a sprint now.
And now the Warriors on the attack, but Sophia Damas puts an end to it. Sophia's been fantastic on defense this season in the couple of matches that we've seen, and again here this evening. Now Addie Berry quickly on the turn, rockets it into the goal. What a shot there by Addie Berry, and needed by the Artesians.
I normally wouldn't say this, but make it a track meet now. Let's go.
Artesian goal by number 9, Addie Berry.
So the Artesians, Addie Berry with her first goal of the day. That's goal number 9, and you're not going to see a much better shot than that. That came from the left side off the left foot, and she put it into the right upper 90, past the goalkeeper fantastic shot at a awkward angle, and Martinsville needed it. So just when it looked like the Warriors were maybe gaining some momentum, Martinsville firmly puts a halt to it with the third goal of the night, the 9th of the season for the freshman, Addie Berry. So nicely done by her. So now the Warriors are going to press everything, according to the head coach, Nick Magdalenas. And Martinsville will try to keep it away from the Warriors, and that's what they mean. They're pressing ahead here, but Maddie Moskert very tough as well back there on defense. I know she gets that a little bit from her dad, Luke. So she's done a nice job marking Turcotte for the Warriors, and Turcotte now getting ready to shoot. This is the beauty of our autofocus cameras, is that it helps the kids be able to keep most of the game in action, but when you have things in front of it, it doesn't always focus on what you want. So we apologize for that, but now we got Annie Beers with it, and she'll give it to Sophia Damas, who will put it down for the goal kick here. About 20 minutes left in this one. Sophia's done great back at defense as well. We've got a couple of chances where she's taken the ball away from the Warriors. And again, Martinsville paying a lot of attention to Turcotte. See if Addie Berry, the Artesian striker, can run on to this one. She does. Moved up to that striker spot with Morgan Schrock done for the season. The Artesians' leading goal scorer coming in with 17 goals. 17 of the Artesians' 37 goals coming in was scored by Morgan Schrock. Martinsville now with 40 goals with a 3 here today, but still, when you miss over nearly 50% of your offense, and I think I can do the quick math there. I think that's for Martinsville with her gone, that would be 42.5% of their offense, if you will, the 17 of 40 that, you're gonna be hurting in some areas, but really not today. Coach Dilbone said that some players had to step up for his team, and they have. He mentioned the fact that you're going to have to get more offense out of Olivia Phillips, Charlotte Mason, and Rory Dilbone, and that Addie Berry would have to continue to play well from that striker position. Well, guess what? Olivia Phillips had goal number 1. Rory had goal number 2. Addie Berry with goal number 3, and Charlotte's had a couple of good strikes and a couple of good attacks as well for Coach Dilbone. So he's gotten what he's asked for out of his team, and really no surprise. He's gotten it all season. After their slow start and getting used to each other, some quarantine issues and getting everybody back, they were able to get their first win of the season, his first as a head coach over at Greenwood, 8-3, and they've really flourished since. They've won 6 out of their last 8 matches, and they lead in this one 3-1. So kudos to him and the kids. They've done very well this year in his first year as the head coach.
Push them all the way up, Emma. Fires won't let you go. Push them all the way up. Drop back and make some space. Yeah, that's it, Lex. Fill that space she's making. Watch 26, Sela. Mark up there. Right behind you. Rory, you got to get that. Get there, Sela. Good.
Artesians another shot here, but I think they're offsides there. Charlotte Mason offsides.
Good work, Sela. Good ball.
Offsides call, Artesians.
Here come the Warriors, though. Turcotte open in the penalty area now. Or actually, it was Gill going to Turcotte. Reuter will clear it. Cassie Berry trying to control it, and does momentarily, and a little bump in the back. So 15 minutes left in this one. Martinsville up 3-1. This is where I start taking my time a little bit. Milk the clock. Stretch out before you do the kick. And this has got to be tough, too. I mean, the Martinsville's looking right into that sun. Artesians trying to maintain possession. Dilbone trying to control it.
Look at Addy, look at Addy. You got it, Addy?
Coming off the line there is the goalkeeper again, McKinley Garrett. And again, it was Addie Berry pushing forward. Emma Gill trying to run underneath of it, but again, Sophia Damas doing a great job to keep her away from it. Coach wanting obstruction, but no call. I just think a strong play by Sophia Damas. And we'll get a foul there, whistled on the Warriors.
Get there.
Again, Garrett coming out of goal. Now, we told you earlier that in the boys matchup, that you'll have a good goalkeeper as well. Nolan Ferguson for the Whiteland boys has the career shutout record in goal and also the career saves record coming in. And so you'll see him try to clamp down on the Artesian offense in the boys matchup. But right now the girls trying to take center stage here, and they've done well for head coach Jason Dilbone. They lead at 3-1. And last time we had a mid-state conference week, if you will, in our coverage. It's been cool in the last couple of years how the scheduling has allowed some weeks where teams play the same mid-state conference school all week, and preferably at the same location. So a couple of weeks ago it was Greenwood week, all the Greenwood matches, volleyball and boys and girls soccer and football here at Martinsville High School. We had all those matches and games on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel, and Martinsville finished 4-0 in theirs. And last week was Franklin. We had the football live stream. That's a win for Martinsville as well. And then now this week it's been Whiteland. We had the volleyball match on Tuesday. We're supposed to have this girls soccer match last night, but it got postponed because of the rain. And right now looks like Martinsville looking to go to 2-0 on this Whiteland week on the games on our live stream. The volleyball team won easily, and right now the girls team, knock on wood, in control of this one. 3-1. Had a couple of goals in the first half. Olivia Phillips with one of those, the first one actually, and then Rory Dilbone on a penalty kick. And then a beautiful goal here several minutes ago in the second half by Addie Berry. Off the left foot into the upper 90, across the face of the goal. Just a great shot by Berry. Dilbone trying to get it into the penalty area, and there's McKinley coming off her line again. So when she's aggressive off her line. She's done a nice job keeping Martinsville away, but Martinsville has kind of put her in some awkward positions at times. And Sophia Damas taking her away. The official saying Martinsville ball. Whiteland maintaining control of it as we go down. About 10 minutes left. So Martinsville now just needs to hold on for the final 10 minutes and hopefully can get a victory. Again, here comes Garrett off of her line aggressively. Charlotte Mason running onto it, couldn't get to it, but the Artesians leading 3-1. If you're just joining us, it's senior night. The Artesians honoring their 8 seniors prior to the match, and they've done a great job here today, all contributing. Annie Beers coming out to corral that, so aggressive move by Annie.
Good ball, Annie.
The seniors for Martinsville honored prior to the match: Hayden Baker, Sophia Damas, Holly Reuter, Hannah Reuter, Lauren Leonard, Morgan Schrock, Charlotte Mason, and Rory Dilbone. And you got Rory with a goal on a penalty kick in the first half of play.
Martinsville.
That's okay. Back up. Win this.
Tons of good defensive plays back in the back by Sophia Damas. So Charlotte Mason came in as the third leading goal scorer for the Artesian with 5 goals. She's had a couple of good chances here today as well. So we talked about Sophia Damas, and there she is again, just using her strength and speed to get back there and keep Turcotte away from the ball. Gill being a little bit more aggressive now. We'll give it up on that left side, and here comes Reuter coming back, and still the Artesians marking Turcotte there in the penalty area, and Artesians doing a nice job. Hear the voice of Coach Dilbone in the background encouraging his squad. And if you've watched Artesian soccer here on MHS Rewind YouTube channel, you know that we are in an awkward position camera-wise, and the field has the sun going down. I don't know. We're trying to do the best we can here. So we apologize for some of that. And like we said, just our kids are learning how to do it and bring you the best coverage that we can. But not the easiest of positions to be. Our camera is shooting back into the sun on occasion, as you see there. So I can just imagine as a player how difficult that is as well. But it just is what it is. That's the property that you have when you build this and what you're left with. So trying our best.
Good job, Sela.
Substitutions here coming up. I had this conversation with the PA announcer, Larry Craig, who's also running the clock. Something I didn't know. We were talking about with our technical director here today, Elias Elstner, about the clock stoppage. Olivia Phillips, nice shot. And that probably is going to be it for the Artesians in terms of the comfort zone they need. Is Martinsville in these 2 mid-state conference matchups this week
15,
have outscored
Olivia
their opponents
Phillips.
so far 10-1. They got a 6-0 win over Parameridian earlier this week on Tuesday or Monday, we should say, and then they're leading now 4-1. Olivia Phillips, her second goal of the night and her third of the season. Well, head coach Jason Dilbone said we're really going to have Olivia step up offensively, along with a couple of other players, to replace Morgan Schrock, who's done for the season. Well, she stepped up and then some. 2 goals here this evening for the Artesians freshman Olivia Phillips, and looks like she's settled in to that goal-scoring role for the Artesians. And head coach Jason Dilbone. They've looked good here in this one and lead 4-1 now. Whiteland trailed 2-0 at half. Martinsville had 2 first-half goals, one on a penalty kick by Rory Dilbone, and Olivia Phillips had one as well. Martinsville also had another penalty kick in that first half, was unsuccessful. But then Whiteland able to get a strike here early in the second half of play to get it 2-1. Sarah Turcotte on a penalty kick, able to cut it to 2-1. That kind of energized Whiteland offensively. They started to control the play a little bit more in their offensive half, but then the freshman Addie Berry had a great strike in the penalty area on the left side, left-footed into the upper 90 across the mouth of the goal over the goalkeeper, and that kind of put a damper on Whiteland's comeback attempts. And then Olivia Phillips strikes again moments ago, her second goal of the contest, third of the season, and gives the Artesians that comfortable 3-goal advantage, 4-1. As we got the clock stopped here for substitutions and some so hopefully Addie Berry okay, because they've already lost Morgan Schrock, and they hope that you can't afford to lose anybody else. So hopefully she'll be okay. But we were starting to say that we had a conversation with our technical director, Elias Elsner, and about running the clock up here with the PA announcer, Larry Craigie. He's not actually running the actual game clock, but he's running the clock on our screen on occasion. I am as well. But did not realize that in the final 5 minutes that on offensive substitutions you stop the clock as well. It makes sense, obviously, that a team leading could start subbing people in and you could really take some time off the clock. So we'll pay attention to that here as we stay here in the final couple minutes. Charlotte Mason with a big strike, just going to send that wide right. Good crowd starting to come back here as we are heading towards the end of this contest. Right after this one, we'll have senior night for the boys, and then their matchups. We'll stop the live stream and we'll restart the boys live stream and bring it back to you here. So you'll have to change links, if you will, but you can still find us on the YouTube channel or IHSA TV as well. And the boys will hope to make it a clean sweep over Whiteland here in the nightcap. Another nice ball in the penalty area. Martinsville trying to settle it, and that one off the right foot of Cassie Berry won't go in. Ashlyn Crow had a good look at it. She couldn't settle it either. So Whiteland, new goalie in, will try to kick it away. So the Warriors trying to push up here against the Artesians. A couple of subs in for head coach Jason Dilbone as well, and they've got a good run at it here. The strike, though, probably had a chance to get a couple of more touches on it before taking that shot, but McKinley Garrett, who's now come out of goal and moved up to the offense, couldn't quite make it good. Maddie Moscrip still in there, kicks it away. And now Olivia Phillips with the turn. Couple of goals for the freshman here today. 3 on the season. Haley Ox keeps control of it and into Turcotte. She's got the lone goal. She was the leading goal scorer coming in for Whiteland and had an opportunity on a penalty kick, but Martinsville's done a great job with her. And you can see that sun in the background, and that's why our shot's so dark there, the camera reacting to that sun. But just imagine as the players. So it's tough for us to cover soccer here. We'll just totally be honest with you. We're trying to do the best we can, and so hopefully you're a little lenient in terms of our coverage that we're able to do, because it's tough for the kids to be able to cover the event here just by the way that the field's set up. So doing their best. And Martinsville's girls team doing their best to come away with their 7th win of the season. Goalkeeper coming out to make the stop there. Looking to go to 4-3 in the Mid-State Conference as well, which is nice, the winning record for the Artesians. And to make it 7 out of their last 9 matches as well. Dilbone fires it in the front of the penalty area. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Cassie Berry. The goalie right there. New goalie for Whiteland. Kate Dimmick, I believe, is who's in goal.
2 minutes left.
As the original goalkeeper, McKinley Garrett, had come on to play up front for the Artesians. Sophia Damas has moved up front as well, normally in the back to Rory Dilbone, right back to Damas. Damas into the penalty area to go wide. Sophia has done a great job in the back for the Artesians on defense, and very physical, strong, confident in her skills, and has done a great job of keeping Whiteland away from the attack. And there's Sophia up front now with possession. Her wanting to try to get her a goal here. And Coach Dilbone trying to get his team to push forward a little bit. Had a couple of the Artesians, Cassie Berry along with Sarah Turcott, got hooked up together, hit cleats it looks like, and that doesn't look like it felt too good for either one of them. So there's Charlotte Mason up ahead to Rory Dilbone. Rory trying to put it in the middle of the box, and a great cross by Dilbone. Damas just couldn't quite get a foot on it. That was nicely done by Rory there with the left foot. Great cross. Got about 40 seconds left in this one. Martinsville will win it 4-1, but Whiteland's trying to make it a little bit closer. Emma Gill to Garrett, who fires just wide to the left. That's the goalkeeper, Garrett. Couple of shots for her coming in. Now, I'm telling Annie, just you don't need to be in a hurry here, all right? Because there's only 15 seconds left.
10, 9,
and
8, 7,
Coach
6, 5, 4,
Craigie will
3,
count it down. Martinsville
2,
trying to get a goal
1.
here late. Sophia Damas, and that's going to end it. Martinsville wins it 4-1, the final here over Whiteland on senior night. 7-6 now the record for head coach Jason Dilbone and the Artesians. They've won 7 of their last 9 goals here today. A couple for Olivia Phillips, the freshman. The other freshman, Addie Berry, had her 9th goal of the season, and Rory Dilbone got her 4th goal of the season as the Artesians get the win here in the first one on senior night over the Whiteland Warriors. So we're going to take a break here. We're going to end this live stream. We'll start the boys live stream back up as Martinsville will battle the boys in soccer on senior night in just a moment. But a great win here. Good job by the crew here today on camera. Jace Malin was running one of the cameras along with Devin Brenner. Elias Elstner produced it. For those students, I'm Eric Meyer. So long, everyone, from Martinsville High School. The girls win over the Whiteland Warriors in soccer, 4-1 the final. Stay tuned. Tune into our live stream. The boys battling Whiteland in just moments.